Yeah, we got like 80,000 views on that video.
No, we gotta do it. We gotta do a race, man. For the
You know what? If you go online and you give me your info, I'll invite you to either the next car meet that we go to. Because usually nobody brings Camaros. So I'll just invite you.
Just throw you my card, okay?
Oh, yeah. All right. All right, got it. Boom. All right.
Call or text me anytime.
Okay. I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Camaro SS in blue. Nice car. Sounds pretty good. It's like these little fucking old ass foreign cars, they're no match for this American muscle. Even Chevy ain't playing games with them. Look at this lady. Look at this lady right here. What are you doing? What are you doing with this little thing? What are you doing? Oh my God. What is this Mitsubishi small car foreign nonsense? I think that says Outlander, but I might be wrong. I think it says small car boring. Oh, there he is. It's got a nice front end. American muscle. One way or another. The one thing we all agree on is that Toyota and Honda suck. So as you can see, it's raining out here. It's a really nasty day. I hate it when it rains on Saturday because it's like I feel like I've lost a lot of time. But in any event, I wanted to take a look at the brand new Ford Expedition. So basically we're on our way to Ford to take a look at the brand new Ford Expedition. So basically what I expect is it's basically a lower version of the Lincoln Navigator, or at least I should say the newest Lincoln Navigator, because the new Navigator is actually really nice. The inside of it is very, very stylish now. I would probably liken it to, like with the brighter colors, I'd probably liken it to like a new C-Class or even a new E-Class when it comes to material design and everything. And thus far, I've been hearing like nothing but positives from the people who actually have one and the people who are driving them. And since the majority of the people actually buying those things and driving them are interested in fuel economy because they may be taxi limousine commissions. Like for instance, that's one thing I run is car service between LaGuardia, John F. Kennedy, and Manhattan. Fuel economy is actually kind of important to these people. They're not racing anybody, So a truck like this doesn't appeal to them at all because they'd be stuck getting, 9.2 miles per gallon. And as you can see, my fuel light's on, which means I gotta go get gas again. But these cars, even on a full tank, you basically get a solid 300 mile range. The only downside is, when you're playing with this thing on the highway and you're doing 80 and 90 and 100 miles an hour, you get lower miles per gallon. So my average is about 9.2, and it's been that way since I first got this truck. I was expecting to see somewhere around 10 or 11. Like, you know, they try to advertise with the bullshit, and they were like, oh yeah, well, it's got cylinder deactivation, so because it's got cylinder deactivation, you're going to save so much gas. That's all bullshit. This thing weighs 5,200 pounds. It's a 6.4 liter V8. That's what I'm seeing. There's no argument. That's what I'm seeing. Now, if you live in a state where it's nothing but highways and you don't have to deal with this fucking traffic all the time, you're not sitting in traffic, oh yeah, you might see 16, 17, you might even see 20, you might see 22. But here in New York City, best I can do is 9.2 miles per gallon. And as far as the Hellcat, you're looking at 9, 8.8, 8.7. And the thing about it is, because of this weather is so ridiculously unpredictable. It's like to live up here in New York City, you really got to have all-wheel drive. I've said this a number of times. You know, you really have to have it because it's the only way that you can be, whoa, slow down, Charlie. Holy shit, that guy's aggressive. God damn, this guy's driving that Toyota like he stole that shit. This fucking guy, yeah, come pull up next to me, you motherfucker. This guy right here, look at this guy. This fucking jackass motherfucker. Alright, yeah, this guy's this guy's just trying to tear past people. God damn, freaking Toyotas. God, I don't think that guy might be high on something. He might be taking an opium. Oh, he got tinted windows and shit. This little fat fuck with this silver bracelet and shit. Look at this guy. Sienna LE my ass. Whoa, Jesus, another Ford Expedition. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna take a look at. We're gonna take a look at the Ford Expedition. These people are crazy, man. That's how accidents happen. Jesus. People gotta drive more responsibly. Drive way more responsibly than that. My God. It's like, yeah, let me cut that SRT off because I've got all this brake horsepower with my Toyota. Let me cut this SRT off. Who wasn't smart enough to buy a Japanese foreign car so it'll last for thousands of years. Trying to cut me off. Yeah, okay. But yeah, so basically that's that. So I want to see the new Ford Expedition. As far as I know, they don't have a new design in the Explorer yet, but right now they do have the new Expedition, the Navigator, and then Lincoln realized that, you know what, we don't have a 3-row, and a lot of people want a 3-row, but they don't want to pay close to $100,000 for it, so they got the Aviator coming out kind of soon, and the Aviator is going to be basically their 3-row, and I believe Cadillac is supposed to be making an XT8. I know they have an XT4, which is a smaller version of the XT5, basically, you know, slightly smaller than the Cadillac SRX. And Cadillac should be coming out with the XT8 so that this way they can have their own 3-row. This is Jeep Dodge Ram right here. I don't know if they got any cool sales. Maybe I should go check them. Oh, they got something cool in there. You know? All right, but maybe I'll go check them out later. But yeah, so here we go. Ford, Lincoln, usual. Whoa, slow that goddamn Chevy down, man. I don't need you hitting me in front of that GTR, because that GTR will be upset with me, start laughing and shit because you got hit by a fucking Ford. All right, well, you know what? Let me turn right here. Let me just turn right here. Whoa, woo, Jesus Christ, the traffic here. So that's another thing. One reason Americans don't want small cars is simply because there's so much risk of a fucking accident, you know. And God forbid you get into an accident here. If you got like one of the Mini Coopers or one of those shitty little cars like that, it's like you kiss your legs goodbye. Especially if you get like one of those head-on collisions where it's like an offset and somebody hits you like right here on the side, you kiss your leg goodbye. Look how much space I got between my knee. You see? Now, that's one thing Ford they can't get it right. They got these telescoping wheels that don't go up high enough. And then they feel that they gotta fucking bunkerize your motherfucking knees. And then they got those stupid fucking things that are so wide here, you can't stretch it. Look at me. I can stretch the fuck out in this thing. You can't do that in these Fords. And that's one reason why, that's why people shun them and they get Jeep Grand Cherokees instead. Good for them. Maybe they'll learn their goddamn lessons. What they should do, if they were smart, is they should have me come in when they're building one of these shitty cars, and then I can take them right there. It is right there. I can take them to the drawing board, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna make the interior nice, spacious, wide, and then we're gonna put a fucking monster under the goddamn hood, so that this way nobody can ever complain that it's too slow. You know, and that's what you gotta do. Big, huge, and fucking fast. And then, oh, and by the way, second rows. Like, I had somebody really tall sitting in here a little while ago, and they were sitting that far back. Gotta have a second row that is nice and wide. But from what I know, this new one is actually a lot bigger. So let's go check that thing out. Here, check it out. See, I'm kind of like these new directors. Like, they like doing rolling shots. When you do rolling shots, there's like fewer stops in the camera. So I don't like too many stops in the camera. You know, we do rolling shots. It is as it was. Yeah, look at this. Somebody got one of Mercedes ugly ass boxes. Pay $199,000 for those stupid things. So this is the new Ford Expedition. Let's see, can you? Oh, yeah, I know. It's basically a freaking Navigator. So let's go in there. Check it out. Is that the only Expedition they have? Is that the only Expedition out there? Oh. Could they open that up? I want to look in this. I already checked out the Navigator. I might check it out again if they have one that has a white interior. Oh, good. He unlocked it. Perfect. This is a Max Expedition. Now, for those people who actually know me, I used to have a 2002 Expedition. That was the first SUV I ever had. Very big. Oh, look how bulky these things are. So basically, it's got the same Navigator pull latches. This, that, and other. Big, bulky. I might sit in the back, see what that looks like. Somebody asked me to do an Explorer video. Oh my God, this doesn't even have like the big TV. It's got the, look at this little TV right there. What am I supposed to do with that? Okay, so basically, okay, so spacing is not really a big deal here. It goes up pretty, let me see how low the seat can go. Because if they feel like it forces you to sit really high. Look how bulky these fucking things are. Look how thick this shit is. This shit is like a half a mile thick right here. That's one of the reasons why a lot of people didn't like the MKS and the Taurus. It's because they were so bulky. Look how fucking wide this thing is. It's like the King Ranch. It's like, is it necessary this day and age? You got electronic shifters. Why is this thing so fucking wide? I mean, yeah, I still got leg space and everything, but a lot of people don't like that bulky cockpit style thing where it's just so freaking wide. It's like a King Ranch. There's a lot of space in the back, though. This is nice, and it's got 3 rows back there. My 2002 did not have 3 rows. Yeah. Ford has these blocky styles. It's like, hey guys, instead of just using a ruler for everything, maybe you should try a little ergonomic, organic shapes. Got the unlock and lock right there. This probably has power fold mirrors, I would think. Maybe it does, maybe it does not. I don't know. Yeah, it's typical. It's like Ford hasn't really changed much since 2002. You know, they're still doing the same exact thing. And I know, you know, their cars sell pretty well in most circumstances, but and I will say this, another thing. One of the reasons why these bulky center consoles, one of the reasons why these things aren't favored so much is because when you think about cops, for instance, you know, they buy these things as fleet cars. Their gun, their radio, their nightstick and shit, all that stuff, it's like in like the old Crown Victorias, they can get in and out of those cars without taking anything off of their utility belts. But when they get into these cars, it's like, how are you supposed to pull your gun if this shit is right here? It's like it's next to your fat cop love handles. It's like, how are you supposed to pull out your gun then? It's like you're going to get slaughtered by the criminals because they get the drop on you. So you got like one pull down here. It's obviously not as nice as Navigator. And then you have a second here. You could put your Glock in there. Your Glock 45 short stack magazine. put that right there. Look how big and bulky that button is. Look at that shit. Jesus Christ. Everything's a everything's a block. It's like this thing's made of Legos. Everything's a block. I would drive this thing. It's just that it's a nasty day out there. So what I probably would do is I'd schedule a test drive and I'd come back and drive this. Because I already drove the Navigator. That was decent enough. You know, it's like you're not speeding in something this size. These things are buses. You're not speeding in this thing. It's like this is what you use to carry around your family and your grandpa. So, you know, you're not speeding in this thing at all. You're not speeding in this. Okay. How bulky this thing is. That gauge cluster doesn't scream speed like SRT cars do. Man, this thing's big. Yep. It's like if you got like a big family because you can't stop beating your wife's booty, this is what you got to get. You got a big family. Either this or one of those GM Yukon XLs. So they have the panel roof right here. Unfortunately, the rear people, they get no light back there beyond the sides. But I guess, you know, they don't expect you to be putting many people in the rear. In fact, I think I'll sit in there. So this one obviously is not fully loaded. It says max, but apparently max doesn't mean fully loaded in 2018. Usually max means, yeah, the shit is fucking loaded, but I guess not. Okay. Ooh, power fold. Come on. Come on. That's cool. Yeah, I would never use the 3-row. This thing is fucking huge. Well, the one thing I can say is that nobody will ever complain that this thing's not big enough. Because this thing is fucking huge. Keep your Honda Pilot. Oh, yeah. Keep your Honda Pilot. We don't want that shit. And they got power outlets, 12 volts right here. One of my uncles was actually considering one of these because he has a Lincoln MKS. And the thing about it is, when you have kids, basically, you can put the sides down independently too. So you can put one side down instead of both. But anyway, he has kids, and you know how kids are. It's like you just basically need a lot of space for strollers and all that stuff. So basically, he was considering looking at one of these, and we were talking about it, and we were like, yeah, the price on those things. These things are like $70,000 or something like that. He can afford it. I mean, you know, it's not a big deal to him because he's coming out of a fully loaded Lincoln MKS. But how do you put the lift gate down? Oh, does this shit have that thing where you wave your foot? No? No foot wave? Don't have that shit, huh? Okay, so I guess the button must be here somewhere. I don't see the button. I could be wrong. Wait, let's look. No, nothing there. I don't see a button. I guess you have to pull it. Maybe you push this? No? That's not it. So how the fuck do you put this shit down? If you can't do that, then how the fuck do you put this thing down? See, my thing has a button on the side, but this doesn't make sense. How do you put it down? It doesn't make sense. Does this have a button or not? I don't see a button. There's this button which raises it up, but I don't see another one. That's odd. It's quite odd. There should be a button here. This doesn't make sense. There's no button here. Am I missing something or... Wait a minute. You know, I'm starting to think that there's no button. Hey, excuse me. Does this thing have a power button up here? Or do you know? Oh, don't worry about it. I'll ask him. Thanks. Yeah. Okay, have a great day. That's weird. This thing does not have a power button. It doesn't have a lower button. I'm guessing there's one up there. But it doesn't have one back here. Wow. Jeep got it right. Why didn't you, Ford? Huh? All right, let's see. How much is this thing? $61,990. $61,000, basically $62,000. So I know this isn't a fully loaded one. This is the only one they have to show off right now. Wow. And that's why Durangos are kicking your ass. Good for you. You should have known better. It's nice though. I have to. Whoa, are those drum brakes? This can't be drum brakes. Those must be like brake caliper covers or something. I hope those are brake caliper covers because those couldn't be drum brakes. That's weird. Well, that was depressing. Let's go see the Navigator. Let's go see the Navigator. Last time I came here, they were just getting the new Navigator in. But I know they're doing well with those. It's like, shit, if you're going to spend $70,000 or $80,000 on a truck, you might as well go full hog, right? Full hog. This is the Continental. This ain't selling. So if you want to get one, you might want to get one before they cancel it. How you doing? Okay, so this Navigator is blue. 96,645. Oh, hello.
Sorry.
Oh, no. You guys, nice and comfortable. I'm just looking. You like the interior?
Yeah.
I like this. This is nice color. It's a nice color. Really nice. You guys getting one?
Yeah, I think I'm
Awesome. All right. Nice color.
Yeah. That was a base expedition out there.
I know you're gonna have more coming.
They're running on average 2 to 3 months getting these things in.
They just started coming, right?
Right.
It's a nice color. It's a nice
This is
color.
actually the color that they made. Bill Ford's mother lived in the city, and they made this color for her. And it's real way they came up and started making it for everybody else out there. So it's
Wow. Yeah, this is nice. I gotta say, the new interiors are really nice.
The same color I would have marked on.
This is a nice interior. Wow. Wow, that's nice. This is the first time I saw this color in particular. I think I saw the white
What I
one.
like better than this is that new color. It's the blue they use on the TV commercial. That's a nice color. That's a nice color.
Yeah, this is nice.
I spoke to him. He said he's coming in this afternoon.
See the fold flaps. Yeah, the seats are nice. That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. And they got the massage chairs right there. I think that turns it up, and I think that's the power lumbar adjust. Yeah, $100,000. But I have to say, they did a really, really good job with this, because the thing about it is, it's like a C-Class.
You got enough clearance. You have to order the bench as an option.
You know, one thing I noticed about that Expedition, it didn't have this button right here.
Is it the?
No, that one out there, I didn't see it.
It had it on there.
It did.
I closed it with the remote from inside here.
Only the remote?
Yeah, you can close it with the remote either way.
No, but it didn't have this button.
There's a button out there somewhere on the Expedition.
I didn't see it.
I don't know if I know.
I saw the power. I looked all the way around. I figured it was here. I didn't see that button. So maybe that's on the base model. It doesn't have that. It doesn't have that power close option right there, but it might have it up there. But I didn't see it. I didn't see it because I saw that. I looked all the way around, and I figured it would have been like right there. Didn't see it. Didn't see it. Yeah, this is nice. This is a nice interior color. They have a lease special on these things yet? Nothing, not just yet.
You're not gonna ship.
I know it's new, but
You're not gonna ship these specialties cars for these probably another year until they can get them. Until they can catch up.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna be that big of a special anyway because right now, as many as we can get, we can sell.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's nice. Hi. When I came to the car show, this was how I saw it optioned out. And it had going doors. Yeah, see, the funny thing about it is, while I don't like that center console in the Expedition, it actually fits in the Navigator. You know, the Expedition should be more utility, because you think about it, especially as a fleet car, nobody's ever gonna, like, the cops wouldn't be wearing gun belts and shit in the fucking Navigator. They're gonna have it in an Expedition. So as a fleet car, the Expedition is where I would have made some changes. But see, the thing about it is, this thing is huge and it's solid. So yeah, it looks luxury. It looks lavish. This looks like it's worth $100,000. I think you might agree with me, even without the V8. You know, I think most people would definitely appreciate the fuel savings. The only downside is now you have to use premium fuel. Because with my uncle's 2010, you didn't have to use premium fuel. You got to use regular unleaded. And if you use regular unleaded with a turbocharged engine, you're going to have stuttering issues, and you don't want that. But I have to say, the Navigator is big, huge. It may not be fucking fast, but it is big and huge. And, you know, that's 2 out of the 3. But this interior is absolutely nice. You gotta love this interior. Gotta love this interior. And I gotta say it again. Look how fucking wide this thing is. You know? Yeah, you know, it's like if they had made this about 20% narrower, I think it would be a better fit. Because the thing about it is, when you're on a luxury car and you're driving 1,000 miles from New York or something to Florida or South Carolina, you want to be able to fucking stretch out. You know, but when you got these things here, like I'm sitting, there's no way in fucking hell I'd be riding down to Florida sitting exactly like this, because my knees are actually up higher than I really want them to be. So I wouldn't actually be comfortable sitting in this seat. Now, as far as the driver's seat, I'd probably be a little bit more comfortable. You know, in the driver's seat, I'd probably be a little bit better. Yeah, I have to say, the inside of this thing feels like a Mercedes. It really does. You know, it's like, why can't they do this in their cars? Why can't they make a big car that has an interior this nice? Could they do that? See, it's like when I get into the car, I have to prep this thing like I'm an F-16 pilot. Black label, yeah, this is the black label. Oh, black label. The black label. Somebody left their water. You know, yeah, this right here is, and it's funny because you see so many of these on the road because the taxi limousine guys got them. And they'd rather have this than a Mercedes S-Class at this point, because it has the interior panache. And the thing about it is, it's got the interior panache, but it's big. And it's so big that you can put 3 or 4 people traveling from John F. Kennedy to somewhere else in like a hotel, and you can put all their luggage and shit right back there in that 3rd row. This is perfect. This is what an American truck should be, right here. So, you know, I'm not going to complain about the lack of the V8 engine, because I can kind of understand, you know, why somebody wouldn't want that V8. I can understand it. But this is looking good. This is looking very good. And I love this color. This is exactly how it was when I saw it at the car show. I really like this, except that, you know, there's no gold wings. You know. Yeah, this is freaking. This is worth $100,000. See, it's like when I look at that Jeep Trackhawk, I can't see paying $100,000 for that, wherein I could see paying $100,000 for this. The Jeep Trackhawk, as far as I'm concerned, that thing shouldn't be a dime over 90. Not a dime over 90, considering my Jeep SRT was 80. Yeah, but this is freaking nice. This is really, really nice. It's too bad this is not a touchscreen. I think you can turn. I think you can push OK by pushing one of these here or something. 42 miles to empty. Huh? Yeah, and it has the rear hatch popper. I believe is that's only the roof. Mm-hmm. The rear hatch is here. Yeah, so I guess I didn't fully put it back. Okay. Why is it that they can't get rid of that beeping and singing shit? That is so annoying. I wish they'd get rid of that damn thing. I have to say, this is the one right here. $100,000. So you're talking about a mortgage. You're talking about $2,000 a month on one of these things. But I have to say, this is, of all the cars that they built, this is the one that's worth it. It has a charger here for wireless charging. I don't know if I put my phone here if it'll start to charge, so I won't even bother because, this is an iPhone X, and the iPhone X and iPhone 8 have wireless charging, so I should be able to put my phone right against the side of that. But this car also has plenty of USB ports, like there's 2 right here, and then they have some back there for the kids in the third row because they know these kids are going to be sitting there playing video games and shit on their phone. Oh, look at that. So they have radio controls and everything for the people in the second row. $97,000. This is $100,000 figure with taxes. You're talking about 106, 107. So $2,000 a month. And let's say you put down $10,000, you're still paying like $1,700, $1,800 a month. It's basically a Mercedes S-Class lease. But instead of buying an S-Class, you get a hell of a lot more out of this. I'm impressed. And unlike the Germans, they give you a touchscreen. How about that? That is nice, right? That is really nice. This is exactly what an American truck should be. It should be big and fucking huge. It's unfortunate that it can't be fucking fast, but, we'll settle for big and huge. They really designed the shit out of this. This is freaking nice. Okay, so we have a couple of them. Hey. What's going on? Oh, you know what? Let me let you in. I'll let you in. Go ahead. Oh. Yeah, this thing is really, this is a black label model, so this one's like the nicest.
Yeah. Black label comes in certain colors.
This is nice, so nice.
Only comes with 3 interiors.
Where'd you sit in it?
And wait till you see right. The seats will like hug you.
Yeah.
The seats hug you.
Look at this.
That rear radio thing, does that control the front radio? Or is there a second radio for the back?
No, there's only one radio in the car.
One radio for the car. Okay.
It's like a boat.
And the Rebel audio system comes standard.
Then it has all the stopping, all the safety features like you
Yes, and the
stop.
black label comes standard with the technology package, which gives you the adaptive cruise control with the collision warning and pedestrian detection.
And what if the lane crossing the
Lane
lane?
change, we didn't get the there. The lane departure, it lets you know if you're waving back and forth. No, it doesn't pull you back in, it lets you know you do the pulling back in. The steering wheel shakes, it lets you know.
Yeah, it does everything to tell you that you're a horrible driver and that you shouldn't be driving.
Oh, it pulls you back in. Oh, okay. You're trying to do something, now it's telling you. I don't know if I
Oh, wrong one.
I like the part that the
Power folding third row.
Great.
Yeah, no, this color is the best color, I think. They have white too, but I like this one.
I was wondering.
Yeah.
Really nice.
You have 360 view. Correct. And it'll park it, you can get park assist, it parks itself. It lets you know if it's, the spot is big enough for you to park in.
Yeah, actually, it's back there.
I always slip in on mine.
Yeah, I was looking at the power fold for the third row.
I'm gonna sit in them. So these are the ones fully reclined? In the back?
They have the USB
Oh,
ports
like
right there in the
reclined,
wall.
well, like pretty far back though, right? Oh yeah, then that's great.
Look at that.
A 12-volt outlet right here.
Well, that's pretty good. So the L is a little longer, right?
18 inches.
Oh, is this one in L? This one's. I guess it must be.
This is a nice color, too.
I don't think this one's L. I think this is standard. Yeah, but that's, I gotta say, that's very, very impressive. It's a very, very impressive car, a very, very impressive color, with a ridiculous price that's extraordinarily expensive. Let's go over to Dodge Chrysler. Let's see what's going on over there. As you know, during the month of July, I'm going to be in South Korea and the Philippines. So I'm going to definitely do some car videos over there. So I'm going to see what life is like in East Asia. Fuel low. I forgot. Yeah. It's like when it comes to overall just day-to-day use, it's like one of the reasons why the Jeep Grand Cherokee does so well is it's just because it's so simple, you know. It's not ridiculous. It's not extraordinarily luxurious, but you know, if you get like say the better leather colors that are $5,000, yeah, you get a little bit more luxury out of it. It's a shame that Chrysler doesn't have their own luxury truck, because I remember they made the Aspen and then they just suddenly gave up on it. It's like they didn't even try to make it better, you know. They say you got the Durango, you got the Jeep SRT, but there's like nothing else, you know. It's sad that Chrysler gave up on the SUV craze. I guess they just figured they didn't need to. I guess they figured Jeep was just doing so well that they just didn't need anything else, but, you know. Durango. Yeah, so basically I'm just popping in. I just want to see what they have, because they usually have like deals right now. I'm still waiting obviously for the 2019 Hellcats, because we still don't even know what the Dodge Charger is going to look like yet, because they only teased the front of it. It's like, yeah, nobody does videos like me. Everybody's got structure and shit in their videos. I'm not doing none of that. It's like, I just want to make a vlog. I like vlogs. It's fun. Okay, so, Track Hawk. Track Hawk. Track Hawk. Okay, so finally these assholes stitched the goddamn thing. So this has the tan interior. I don't know if this is a premium Laguna. 94,000. What's the options? It says 99,000 trailer tow hitch, 1,900 for the, or 2,000 for the advanced radio, panoramic sunroofs 2,100. CD player is $500. Most expensive CD player ever. 20-inch satin black wheels. poor what's his name? Kevin Van Vorst was complaining that his demon had fucking rust on it. I felt bad for him. He was like, yo man, it's not fair. How the fuck did I get rust on my demon? Which I have to say, that's very, very annoying. I would never. I'd be pissed the fuck off if I paid $100,000. The problem is that it was built in Michigan, so that means that most likely it was stored outside and it got some rust on it, simply because it got rust on it because it was stored outside. You know. Oh, and you know what? These pedals. My Jeep came with pedals like this in a little box, where you had a choice between using the black ones or you had a choice between using the chromed out ones. And I never ever thought to like change it. I never thought to change it. Yeah. I'm just waiting for the end of the summer so we can see what the real deals on these fucking things looks like, because there's no fucking way to get $2,000 a month for this. It's just not happening. In fact, let's see if they have the new Ram. Let's see what it says. Let's see if they have that new Ram truck. The new Ram. 1500. Okay, this one's got the U-Connect. This is the old Ram. Yes, they're looking at they're looking at the Trackhawk. Stupid name. All idiots had to do was call it Jeep Hellcat. These dumb bastards. But they wanted to be cute. They wanted to earn their corporate money by acting as if they were doing something. So they said, "Oh, you know what? Let's earn my paycheck by calling it a fucking Trackhawk." It's like I would have fired you. I want whoever fucked this car up to know that if it was up to me, I would have fired you on the spot. I just want you to know that. 2018, 392, 66,977. Original price of 75,000. Is this probably doesn't even have any miles on it. Probably just set. It says no original miles. No original miles. Or 16, it says 16 original miles. So this one, they're asking far less, $75,000. They printed out the factory sticker. But now it's down to $67,000. And it's got the TVs. Look at that. It's got the TVs. Yeah, you see, this is fucking awesome. And this is something that you use on a daily basis. You know, it's not as grand as that Navigator, but then again, what is, you know? Even Mercedes and BMW don't make trucks that size with that kind of interior. They just don't make it. This has 16 miles. 16 miles. I think, though, the Durango market probably has cooled down a little bit. Yeah, the Durango market, I would say, has probably cooled down a little bit, because the thing about it is, anybody who wanted a Durango, you can, you know, it's the end of the year, and because it's the end of the year, you can get them. Like, look at that Durango. This Durango you can lease for $269 a month at 39 months, you know? So, you know, I really think that market is cooling down. And then this is a Cherokee right here, older style, as told by the headlines. And I already did a review on the Pacifica. I did that review. This one has fully loaded, unlike the one I had did the review on. This one's fully loaded. This is also a decent, inexpensive, relatively inexpensive car that comes pretty much feature rich, and you don't spend as much as you'd spend on, say, a Navigator. And the thing about it is, the Navigator, because it's so tall, you know, some older people actually prefer a vehicle like this, because then you know, if you have old people who can't step that high into an SUV, it's like, you know, it's easier for them to deal with something like this. Very nice. $22,000. So this probably used, because I think I smelled smoke in there. Old people better stop smoking before their lungs go to hell. Let's see what we got back here. What you hiding? Hiding the good shit. Always hiding the good stuff. I see a Ram 1500. That doesn't look new. That Ram right there looks new. I think that's a new Ram. Let's see if that has a touchscreen. That might have the big touch screen, I bet. Let's see if that one has it. It's a big Ram. Look at that big Ram. Goddamn. Hey, do you have any of those Rams that have the new big touchscreen? The tall touchscreen? Do you have that Ram yet?
Yeah, we have it. It's just not here.
It's not here.
This one has the shorter one.
Yeah, I see. I saw one like this on the floor, but this is
like
the new
a
one.
big old laptop in it.
Yeah, this is nice.
I have like 3 of them.
Oh, but they're not here.
Right.
Oh, okay.
If you would have came here an hour ago, the silver one was here.
Oh.
The big screen.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, they redesigned this shit. This is nice. This is really nice. Yeah, they're making these things look so luxurious. They're making them look so luxurious now. Yeah. Okay, enough of that. Okay, so let's see what else they got back here. This new big Ram, Durango. Yeah, nothing. There's nothing new. It's like there's some new stuff, but it's just not new enough. I don't see any demons or nothing. It's like they ain't got no demons. I don't see any Hellcats right now. I see some 300s. Most of these dealerships, they don't even really have that many 300s. I don't see any SRT 300s. Yeah, Scat Pack probably 392 something. Yeah, so yeah, they need new products. They gotta hurry up. It's like biting my teeth looking for new products. These Durangas. Yeah, that's just what they got. Yeah, that's a nice one. Problem is, it's like I think the market on Durango SRTs, I just think right now it's not really moving that well. When they first started coming in, yeah, they were moving. But I think anybody who's buying one of these things right now, they're taking the lower base models. They're taking the V6 with the 8-speed. You know, it's got this smaller Uconnect Touch model. It's like a lot of the people who are buying these things are buying them because they got families and everything. So they're not anxious in drag racing and shit. They're just anxious in getting their kid from point A to point B without them throwing up in the car. You know, childhood. Ugh. Go Mango. This one, yeah, see this one doesn't have the hood. The V6 Super Tri-Packs are gonna have the hoods on them that has the cowl. Yeah, you come back here in about 2 or 3 months, they'll be giving these Trackhawks away. 10,000, maybe even more, knocking it right off the top. Because they don't, at this point, they're not gonna have a choice. They're gonna have so many of these things sitting on the lots. It's like, I don't know what they were thinking when they came out with these things. What were they thinking? Were they really thinking that there was a massive market for $100,000 Cherokees? I don't know. This looks nice though.